because he continues to lie to the world about what I said and who I was pointing the finger at.
I never even cashed a check still. Have $100 million that I never even cashed before. I have a tax attorney that takes care of everything, and everything is
Floyd Mayweather, who once enjoyed a lavish lifestyle backed by a fortune worth hundreds of millions, became known for displaying his wealth through luxury aircraft, expensive jewelry, and non-stop extravagance. Today, however, he has largely stepped away from public attention and is keeping a much lower profile.
Now I'm here to talk to the people about one of my jewelers. And it's not one of my new jewelers, one of my low-key jewelers, Tony, at Pasha in Manhattan Beach, California. You guys need to come check.
Behind the luxury and financial success, signs of trouble were beginning to emerge. What started as quiet speculation about money problems was gradually turning into something far more serious. Reports suggesting financial instability were no longer being dismissed as gossip. They were becoming increasingly difficult to ignore to the height of his success. Mayweather was known for far more than his accomplishments in the ring. He had also built a reputation as an entrepreneur with an empire that reflected his enormous fortune. His assets included residences in multiple states, collections of rare and exotic vehicles stored across large properties, and jewelry valued in the millions. He even owned 2 private aircraft.
Lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over, check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Maintaining such an extravagant lifestyle came with an enormous cost, and over time the financial pressure began to build. The luxury homes, private aircraft, and countless high-end possessions required constant expenses. Yet none of them generated enough income to sustain themselves.
There's the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record, and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know, it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top-Rank Boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet.
The figure who had long been viewed as a symbol of achievement was now dealing with mounting legal and financial challenges connected to his business ventures. Lawsuits continued to surface, while reports involving taxes and financial concerns attracted widespread attention. What once appeared to be a powerful empire was beginning to look increasingly fragile, as pressure from multiple directions continued to grow. Despite the criticism, not everyone questioned his approach to business. Some supporters remained convinced that his financial strategy had been successful. Among them is Joe Rogan, who has publicly praised Mayweather's ability to market himself and expand his influence beyond the sport that made him famous. Admiration, however, is not enough to protect anyone from financial difficulties. Regardless of the praise he has received, growing attention is now being directed toward Mayweather's financial decisions. The business empire that once appeared immune to setbacks is showing signs of strain, with concerns emerging from multiple directions. Extravagant spending, increasing legal challenges, and claims involving unpaid tax obligations have all contributed to rising doubts about the stability of his finances. As a result, actions that were once celebrated as signs of business brilliance are now being viewed by some observers through a far more critical lens.
That's right, because it's an exhibition. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him, and he's doing it as an exhibition. It doesn't even hurt his record.
Because of the drug of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
Just like but I don't even think he don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any.
Floyd, are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's planning for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just boxing. But it's the drug of getting Floyd.
Rogan pointed to several of Mayweather's ventures outside the boxing ring, including property holdings, endorsement agreements, and exhibition events, as major factors behind his financial success. According to him, one of Mayweather's greatest strengths has been his ability to turn his public image into a profitable brand, allowing him to continue generating income long after his competitive career reached its peak. Even so, increasing attention on his reported investments and spending patterns has led to fresh questions about whether that approach can remain effective over the long run. While few dispute Mayweather's talent for business and self-promotion, the line between strategic expansion and taking on too much risk appears less clear as new developments emerge.
Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen.
De La Hoya's remarks intensified the debate surrounding Mayweather's actual financial condition. His latest criticism reignited the rivalry that has followed both men for years, drawing renewed attention to Mayweather's business affairs at a time when questions continue to mount. Across the boxing community, many are watching closely to see whether his financial empire remains as solid as portrayed or whether deeper problems may be emerging beneath the surface. The criticism did not stop with De La Hoya. Signs of tension also began appearing within Mayweather's own circle, and the situation quickly became more public. Gervonta Davis delivered a highly confrontational message, making it clear that his relationship with his former mentor had deteriorated dramatically.
Building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told no more handouts because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do this.
At the time, those remarks reinforced the image of a man who appeared to have complete command over both his career and his finances. He projected confidence, discipline, and the impression that every move was part of a larger plan. Looking back, however, some observers now see that image in a different light. The contrast between the message and the questions surrounding his finances has become increasingly difficult to ignore. Statements that once sounded like proof of financial wisdom are now viewed by critics as carrying a sense of irony. To them, the public narrative of success appears less like a reflection of reality and more like an effort to preserve a carefully crafted reputation that as scrutiny intensified. Mayweather continued participating in exhibition events around the world. These appearances often focused as much on entertainment and spectacle as they did on competition itself. The events kept his name in the spotlight, generated attention from fans, and reinforced the larger-than-life persona that had become central to his brand. Whether those ventures represented smart business decisions or a way of maintaining the image of continued success became another subject of debate. As questions surrounding his financial affairs persisted, every public move attracted closer examination than before.
You know, I'm getting a workout at the same time. Why not?
Right. No, I agree. I think it's amazing. I just love the fact that he's gamed the system.
Yeah.
You know, because the system is you get to a certain point in time, you're a champion, make as much money as you possibly can, you retire, and then there's no more money. And Floyd's like, let me just box some people that have zero chance.
Yeah.
And then now with what's going on in like Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, like you can get paid insane amounts of money. Like if you're Floyd, people just want to see you perform.
Definitely.
And he just
not just if you Floyd. You see Tyson Fury now went over there. And
well, he's got to fight in Ghana. Yeah, that's happening in October. That is an interesting.
At this point, separating reality from public perception has become increasingly challenging. With so many conflicting claims and opinions circulating, it remains unclear how much of a story reflects the truth and how much is driven by speculation that where do you stand on the situation? Do you believe Mayweather is genuinely facing financial difficulties? Or do you think the media has exaggerated the narrative? Could the developments unfolding today be part of a larger strategy? Or are they signs of mounting pressure behind the scenes? Has the lifestyle that once symbolized unlimited success finally begun to take its toll? Or is there more to the story than the public can see? Leave your opinion in the comments below and join the discussion. We'd like to know what you think.